Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. This is from our Wednesday night Legacy series over at Scholars Games, and I am on Storm this week with the new Storm Seeker playmat, little area for your mana, storm count, keep everything nice and clean and clear. Hopefully that'll all come across well for the camera. Starting out with Basic Island into Ponder. A pretty safe play versus an unknown deck. I do not know if I actually was aware of what Jeff was playing at this point in the tournament, but he is on Turbo Depths, one of the decks that can potentially race Storm with a really good draw. Can definitely have a lot of different turn 3 wins, making Merit Lage on turn 2. And Duress from Jeff shows Empty the Warrens, 2 LEDs, Brainstorm, Duress, and Cabal Ritual. Brainstorm's gonna go. And this hand now looking pretty suspect. And Ponder drawn. Being another Ponder. Gonna need some more lands to make this work. There are a few niche lines where you might have a Gataxian Probe and you'd be able to play your LEDs and then probe, crack your LEDs in response. Something to set up off of either Ponder or Brainstorm where you're going to be able to use the mana from your LEDs to actually cast spells. But that's going to be pretty difficult to do. Of course, during the original lists in Legacy that popularized ad nauseum alongside LED, you used to be able to float mana through your draw step from your upkeep, and that was pretty brutal. Be able to mystical tutor and use multiple LEDs to cast ad nauseum. Even in its neutered state, Storm's still a very powerful contender in the format. And it looks like Thespian Stage along with Expedition Map threatening a Merit Lage in the next turn or two. Basic Swamp being grabbed here. Empty the Warrens not looking like much of a line of play here. A storm count of 2 from the 2 LEDs. Now it looks like Jeff very well could have an ESG in hand, which would allow him to pop that Expedition Map, get down a Dark Depths, and then create the 2020. And instead, it's going to be Infernal Tutor here, 6 black, Storm 3. That's going to be able to grab ad nauseum. Now, if there were rituals in the graveyard, would have been much more attractive to get Past in Flames. There's a Past in Flames now. And hitting some really expensive cards here, both Past in Flames and Dark Petition. The 2 most expensive cards left in the deck. At 5 now. No more 5 drops left in there. There is a Tendrils. This is pretty bad. One black mana floating. LED comes down, land for turn, and now it's going to swing back in the other direction real fast. That's 5 mana. That's going to be able to be used for Dark Petition, which is going to grab another Cabal Ritual, and we should be in the clear here. So even with that really heavy toll of life from the ad nauseum, still plenty good here. Probing down to just 1. Counting on Jeff not playing Piranha Marsh. That would be a disaster. And Bojuka Bog clearing out the graveyard. That's going to be okay. Plenty of black mana floating and another tutor in hand. So just a Dark Depths in hand. more rituals, more than a lethal storm count, and at this point that Infernal Tutor is going to be responded to with the LED cracking for the tendrils and calling that one a wrap. So Past in Flames and Dark Petition in those first few cards, but it all worked out in the end there. I've taken a look at cards like Sylvan Safekeeper, defensive cards, questioning whether or not he wants those in the deck. I don't run Wasteland. That's pretty much what the Pithing Needles are going to be for. Really not much good in the main that Pithing Needle can stop, really just the fetch lands. Does not stop mana ability. Wasteland, a real problem for the Dark Depths lists, and it is a very common card in the format. So it's a real interesting challenge playing a deck like Turbo Depths in particular. Trying to play around those Wastelands. Crop rotation can be very good at that. Played Tin Fins for a number of weeks, and it was nice to be able to rely on the graveyard in the matchups where they did have the Wasteland. Looks like we're talking a little bit about the playmat there. Taking commissions for bespoke leather playmats. If you are interested in a playmat similar to what you see on the stream or in the videos here, I am taking commissions, and you can reach out at eld@Brainstorm MTG. Jeff taking a look at his hand, weighing this storm hand. Is it good enough to keep? Don't Leyline of the Void. We don't know about this hand yet. We see a lot of blue cards. So Bayou for Jeff, Underground Sea. Crop rotation for Thespian Stage. Leyline kind of sneakily good versus Storm, in that it stops the Cabal Rituals, which I believe to be one of the best cards in the deck. Ponder, the Dark Depths and Thespian Stage out, which could be threatening lethal. And it actually is. Double ESG into a 2020 Merit Lage. And Fatal Push not going to take him down, but Chain of Vapor will. Does he have the Knot of this world? It does not look it. And that's going to do it, Jeff, with no permanents left except the Leyline of the Void. And he is not going to fight back from that. I've got the Echoing Truth as well for it, so the Merit Lage plan was covered. And that is a wrap on that match, with Storm playing a little bit of defense. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.